Oklahoma State. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the West Virginia Mountaineers, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Oklahoma State Cowboys. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Mountaineers will get us underway with the opening kickoff. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The Cowboys offense will go on the attack first. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Got a man. It's Rigby. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back looking for room. When you have a conference as deep and balanced as this Big 12 is, it's important to get off to a quick start in conference play.
Yeah, you're going to be challenged each and every week here in the Big 12 Conference. Since they've expanded, the quality of this conference has gotten so much better. So, David, big challenge here to make sure mentally your mind is right starting the season off today.
Yeah, I mean, to make your dreams come true, it starts one game at a time, the old cliche. But the Big 12, year in and year out, so many different teams that can beat you, so many different teams that can put points up on the scoreboard. Got to start fast in Big 12 play.
The Cowboys are on the move. Out of the gun, the inside give. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Offense trying to go RPO, but how about the defense? Up front, their front 7, they had dudes winning, just being way more physical and able to get to that running back.
Motion from the back. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Pitts. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a first at the 29.
Really nice job on that play. Quarterback and receiver being on the same page. Quarterback not telegraphing the throw, and the receiver does a nice job finding the soft spot in the defense, just settling down and giving his quarterback a nice target to throw to.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Bunch formation for these receivers. Wants to go up top. Quickly out to the tight end. And tackled there by the defense. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks in a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
On a big third down, love the discipline by the defense there. You got everybody with their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the football, showing good speed on D. Nice tackle. Love the team defense.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it up to 12. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
Nah, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the threes. We need sixes.
Catch in the middle. It's Pitts. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Scrambling away. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Cowboys!
And that's why this offense is so hard to stop, guys. This quarterback can hurt you throwing it and running it. With his speed, he can make people look silly. And you saw it right there on the opening drive of the game. What a beautiful touchdown.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. So the West Virginia Mountaineers offense will go to work for the first time today. The matchup we'll be watching in this one really takes you back. Big-time running back going right into the face of a tackling machine at linebacker, David.
Yeah, and we're going to see this individual battle a lot. Not just in pass coverage when they match up, but just meeting in holes. And who's going to win when they go head-to-head? That will be a big factor in who wins this football game. But, Jesse, one-on-one, this is...
And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
And you can tell this offense wanted to create a little bit of space being backed up, but how about the D? Coming out firing on all cylinders, getting the sack on the very first play.
Looking to throw, it's Hamilton. Makes the catch, it's Isaac. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Trying to get rid of it. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call. They want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
So from his own end zone, the punt is away. And the ball will be down just outside the 30-yard line.
You know, punt cover teams have a tough job because oftentimes they've got to tackle a guy out in the open field, and a really good one at that. But how about their ability to get to the returner and not just get the tackle, but create the takeaway? That is a massive play on special teams.
Tosses it incomplete.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm, and finally throws his first incompletion of the game.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
A lot of times with these RPOs, you see linebackers so slow, they don't want to mess up. Not on this one. Watch the defense attack downhill, go get the running back, get a tackle for a loss.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Finds his target down the middle. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
Defense is about learning the plays. 3rd down, what do they like to do? How do they do it? So far, the offense having a little bit of success, but the defense now, you got to figure out what they're doing.
They'll go to the ground. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
And just a great job by the defense being stout. All right, that's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Grabbed over the middle. It's Pitts. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
That's caught. It's Pitts. Past the 40. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
And the Cowboys will have it 1st and 10. Power football with the run. Breaks into the open. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Cowboys line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision. Nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
We've reached the break. Oklahoma State is on top. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. To the air on 2nd down. Skips away from pressure. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Really don't like that play call for 2 reasons. Number 1, if you're down inside the 3-yard line, just run the football. Trust your guys up front to be able to get it done. But 2, if you are going to throw it, it's got to be a bang-bang play. You've got to have slants or quick outs or a back shoulder fade. Anything long developing, it just forces the quarterback to have to hold on to the football. And because of that, he took a terrible sack.
Man, as a defense, you're going to give up plays, and receivers are going to make nice catches, but it's your job to limit the damage. Great job by the defense. As soon as he catches the football, they get him on the ground. Don't allow any of those big plays after the catch.
Here comes the field goal unit. Right down the boulevard. And that lead grows even bigger. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big 12. Baylor has opened up the playbook, and they are scoring in bunches right now. This offense has been electric. They're up by 20 over Arizona. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this Big 12 Clash of the Titans, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
It is deafening in here. The paddle people going to work. Third down, and looking deep down the right side. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
You know, as a defensive back, you want to force the quarterback to make plays way outside, towards the sideline. That's a long throw. It requires a lot of arm strength and a lot of touch at the same time. Great job forcing the play out wide, making the big interception.
They'll give it to the back. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
This quarterback part of their running game. Dragged down at the 43, but they've got it in enemy territory. They pick up 10 and give him the first down.
Man, that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine, but then it's scramble plays, and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner, just exhausting.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. First down here for the offense. Let's go. They'll leave it with him. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Working well behind the sticks on second down. He leaves it with the back. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
Nice job by the defense. A lot of times offenses want time to mesh that RPO and read it. Nah, the defense got in there so fast, they didn't give him an option. Got the nice tackle for a loss, putting the offense in a worse situation.
There were serious revolutions on that third down pass, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
That is just gorgeous. Knocks it out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. Not much movement there. It's a gain of 1, gets him out to the 5.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Fires to the wideout. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
I think it's really hard to overthrow that guy. He is already that fast, and he breaks open, and you have an opportunity just to club up a little bit. Just put a little bit more air underneath that and let the speedster run underneath it and make you look like a hero, but, oh boy, it's kind of the opposite.
And it's on third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Looking to throw, it's Hamilton. Got it set up on the outside. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Here comes the heat. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
Well, you got to love that if you're on defense, because you were able to affect the quarterback with pressure, and you only rushed 3 guys. Well done.
He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Looking to throw. Right on the money. Turns it on in midfield. And a potentially touchdown-saving tackle made there after the long completion.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
Gonna run it. It's Riley. Find some fresh air. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the first down.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground. He gets north fast.
To the ground with the back. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
He'll set up to throw. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Quarterback just has to be more aware of the situation. First down, goal-to-go situation. You cannot take a sack. So the QB, if no one's open, you got to make sure you're throwing that ball out of the end zone and helping your offense out.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He might want another play. Back to pass on 2nd down. He's got it on the run. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. Man, he didn't just put it on his numbers. If he were throwing it at a front porch, he would have put that right in the keyhole. What a precise pass.
Right in the keyhole, right on the button, right on the face mask, whatever it was. Great throw, great timing. Nice job by the quarterback.
And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. To the air, it's Hamilton. Oh, they're after him. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
And that's a really good job by this defense being dialed in. You got a big lead. You know exactly what's coming. This offense is going to have to make some explosive plays down the field. They were ready. They were disciplined and made a good play on the football.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The Mountaineers are in the hurry-up. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Well, this offensive coordinator has to be scratching his head because he's trying to keep his quarterback protected. He's trying different things, sliding the offensive line, keeping tight ends and running backs in, chipping, going empty, and getting the ball out quickly, but it's not working. They're just losing the one-on-one battles up front, and in the second half looking forward, I don't know if they're going to be able to fix it.
Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Foster. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Using the quick game. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. They're down to the 25 on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
Back to pass. Here's the Heat. He'll pull it down. They get him out of bounds right at the 5-yard line, and that one might have saved the touchdown. Here's 1st and goal, and they could go to the locker room with a huge cushion. He wants to throw it. Big fella moving. Into the house. Touchdown, Oklahoma State.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the ACC. Virginia Tech is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe they can't pull this off. It's less than a touchdown lead. They're trailing by 6 to Stanford. Any big changes in this ACC clash, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Devin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the first down. Got to use their time wisely. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Dropping back, it's Hamilton. Bringing the heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Fires to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And the Mountaineers really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Snagged in the middle, it's Vaughn. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. To the air on first down. Under fire. The pressure on him, and the quarterback goes down, and that's how we'll wrap up the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Virginia, 0.
And the Cowboys will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. Like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
Quarterbacks nowadays are so good. With 1 second or 2 seconds, they can make really big plays. But when you give them that much time, my goodness, all of them are going to be successful.
Looking to the big tight end. Makes the grab. It's Ward. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
See, I like this tight end because he's not just running flat routes and little stick routes and drags. This guy can get vertically down the field. He showed you his speed there running the crosser.
He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run. Gives it on the option. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run. Not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Just what this offense was looking for. Sets them up at the 26 with the first down.
The offense really struggled in the first half of this game, so it was important coming out of halftime. They were able to generate some momentum and get some rhythm offensively. And right now they look like they have it on this drive. Great news to see the quarterback make that last throw there to pick up the first down. They need him to play great in the second half.
Offense gets set for second down. To the air, it's Hamilton. Caught near the sticks, it's Ward. He steps out of bounds right at the 15-yard line.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
Now they'll run it to the right here. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Second down, he'll throw it. Under fire. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
But one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the keeper to make anything.
Once you start to get down here towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football. You really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass when you see it. They try to take a little bit of a shot down the field unsuccessfully. Nice job by this defense.
Dead center perfect.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They go to the ground.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Pulls it in. It's Rigby. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. The Cowboys can really attack on this 2nd and short. Leaves it with the running back. Brought down at the 28. A chunk play. 15 yards on that one and a first down.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
And the Cowboys have it with a 1st and 10. He wants to change this route. Quarterback keeps it. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After losing yardage, it's 2nd and 12. The give. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's a really good stop by the defense, Jesse. They need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Grabbed in the middle, it's Foster. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Hand off from the shotgun. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
1st and goal, Cowboys.
Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Oklahoma State has the lead here. They've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Calls his own number. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Pistols firing, touchdown Cowboys. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball. Man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big 12. Baylor is having its way offensively, just marching up and down the field at a breathtaking pace. They're up by 36 over Arizona. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes from Big 12 country, you'll hear about it here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Rides to back and leaves it. Plows through the defense. Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
The Mountaineers line up to punt it away. And the punt team gets down there and touches it dead. That's where they'll put it in play.
And these punt returners only get so many opportunities to try to make plays, and do they want to make them? So much space back there when you punt them the football. But the thing is, look at all these guys flying down the field, all the speed on the field for that punt coverage team, and you can tell they caught up with them and forced the fumble.
Well, obviously, this game has not been the best statistically of this guy's career so far, but the important thing is you win. And to do that, they need him to play really well here in the fourth quarter. They're going to keep giving him the football with the lead in this juncture, and this is where he needs to have his best runs of the game.
Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
They'll send the back in motion. Looks as if he's going to run it. Oh, he's got some space. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. On the run, it's Hicks. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Man, this is a punch to the gut. When you know you're losing, and you know you got to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the football, and they still run the football down your throat. It's been that kind of day for this defense.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got...
Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Cowboys! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man.
And the West Virginia offense will take over.
West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Leaves it with the back. Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day. Lost 5 on that first play, and now it's 2nd and 15.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
Man, what a really nice job by being disciplined by this defense. Like, understanding I'm trying to rush the passer, probably a passing situation type of a deal, but doing it with...
He lofts one down the sideline. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. And the Mountaineers decide to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse.
What a really good job by the punt team. Listen, you put all your speed, your athletes, a lot of starters are on these teams now in college football, and that's the reason why. You need these guys to go down, make plays, try to tackle these elusive guys in the open field. And, hey, even cause a turnover, that's just gravy.
Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 30. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
From the gun, wants to pass. They're working that left side. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Trying to make magic with his feet. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play.
Hey, I like this by the offense. Nice job of not forcing it, having to throw the football. Now you make it 3rd and manageable, and put your offense in a better position to succeed. That's a nice 2nd down play.
They'll try to run for it. Pitch up the first down, still moving. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. The Cowboys will snap it on 1st and 10. And the quarterback will just drop to a knee.
And a running game can be really hard to stop when you got so many guys that can do some damage. And this defense is taking some licks. This QB's made them look silly a couple of times, but they're starting to adjust. Gotta like that play right there, getting to him and getting him on the ground.
This is exactly the start that they'd envisioned. Get out of the gate, go 3-0, start to make your mark on this season.
They just got to keep riding the momentum. This team has looked so good so early this year. Nothing seems to faze them at all. David, very, very confident bunch moving forward.
Dang right, I'm confident in what I see. Good start, good team. You could tell they got something special. I know it's early, and there's a lot of time to come down the road, but so far this definitely looks like one of the best teams in college football.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.